Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'du. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Alhamdulillah, we have been given blessing by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be able to continue to learn well. Here I will explain an important topic that we really need to pay attention to as young people in the era of the Covid-19 pandemic. Before going any deeper, let me introduce myself first. My name is Tito Yudi Widedana. I am an industrial engineering in Faculty of Industrial Technology, Islamic University of Indonesia. The topic I thought was our role as youth in suppressing the high rate of the spread of COVID-19. Then why this topic is important and why the subject of this topic is youth will be explained in next slide. We know that the world is currently facing a difficult time because of the emergence of a deadly virus known as coronavirus disease. This virus attack all age categories so that the person take vulnerable to exposure is based on the high mobility it does. The age category in question is the youth age category ranging for 16 to 30 based on Indonesian Law No.40 of 2009. Apart from being susceptible to exposure, this age category has good immunity, making it easier for the virus to spread without feeling symptoms. In addition, because COVID-19 attacks the respiratory system, young people can easily spread small droplets contaminated with COVID-19 like this when they cough and sneeze in public facilities. When they cough and sneeze in public facility, the COVID-19 case spread rapidly. Therefore, many countries decide to implement precautionary measures so that the spread doesn't spread rapidly. Unfortunately, several countries have not been able to implement this measure properly so that the COVID-19 cases are quite high, one of which is in Indonesia. Based on the latest global coronavirus statistic chart and maps by Reuters.com, COVID-19 infection in Indonesia are at their peak. The highest daily average report now at roughly 10,000 new infection and 168 deaths reported each day. There have been roughly 100,000 infection and 20,000 coronavirus related death reported in the countries in the pandemic began. It is very urgent to know the role of youth in dealing with this problem. Therefore, it is necessary to have data as a sample to be studied. Because of the limited ability to reach a large area, especially Indonesia, the sample study was from youth in Jember Agency, East Java province, as one of the areas that contribute to the highest increase in COVID-19 cases. Jember, one of the regency that contributed to the high number of COVID-19 cases, there was also a significant increase from the 3 consecutive deaths that I have come. There is a marked increase there is a marked increase in the transition between November and December, and is presumed to be higher later. So, what is the role of youth dealing with this problem in Jember? To find out the role played by Jember youth in suppressing the spread, a questionnaire consisted of 13 questions showing how well the youth understood COVID-19 and 7 questions that show the frequency of action taken by on their knowledge. In terms of demographic, most of the 135 respondents who filled out the questionnaire were female, namely 68%, and of the 135 respondents, 87% were college students. The following are data obtained from respondent answer regarding the level of understanding of COVID-19. The color in the table refer 5 answer options which are drawn in different color to this one bar chart. This color represent fully don't understand, doubtful, understand, and very understand. This bar chart explains that the respondents' the answer to the knowledge cluster is quite good. The qualitative measure is determined based on the pattern of percentage of each respondent answer to the answer to understand and very understand. You can see that. The respondent answer to the 2 options looks dominant in every question. However, on the 12th question related to knowledge of the development of COVID-19 in Jember, the answer of doubtful and do not understand those look dominant. From this result, it can be concluded that the respondents have understood information related to COVID-19 in general. However, it's not good enough in following the development of COVID-19 information in Jember. On other hand, the level of action taken by each respondent doesn't match with what he has. Remember, the color in the table here refers to the 4 answer options which are represented by different color. This color represents never, seldom, ever, and constantly. I said earlier that the level of action taken by each respondent didn't match what he had. This is indicated by the number of percentages of each answer in the action cluster that ever is dominant rather than constantly. The ever option here means that the respondent has done the action only once or several times without any willingness or care to do it again. These patterns show that the respondents' awareness of taking preventive action for themselves on others is still lacking. This is in the same line with the high number of COVID-19 cases spread in Jember. So, from the analysis of 2 diagrams, it can be concluded that the lack of respondent in taking preventive action is one of the things that has contributed to the high number of COVID-19 cases in Jember. This is based on the existence of relationship between the respondent's role indicated by respondent action from their knowledge and the high level of the spread of COVID-19 in Jember, which is not yet appropriate. As we have seen, youth are one group that has a big role in suppressing the ever increasing COVID-19 case. Therefore, we should comply with the policies set by the government wherever we are. Alhamdulillah, I would say it's time to close. Have a good day and don't forget to obey the rules. Thank you everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.